and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to get these dishes rinsed off and into the dishwasher. I am going to get the kitchen counters wiped down and get the sink cleaned. I am going to try to get a stain off of my headboard with my green machine, vacuum my room, and then lastly, I am going to get these Christmas trees taken down. So if you're ready for all of this cleaning motivation and to get it all done, please keep watching and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you. In my last video, I mentioned that I have been using my dishwasher a lot lately for actually washing the dishes and running a load. And I said I didn't film any of it, but here is one time that I actually filmed it. I totally forgot about this. I don't know why I was in the weeds, it felt like, for a good week, and I was actually using the dishwasher daily and not for a drying rack. I was doing the quick cycle, which is only an hour on my dishwasher. Otherwise, a normal cycle takes 2.5 hours. I did the hour because the dishes don't dry all the way. I do have to open the dishwasher and let them finish air drying once the cycle is complete. And of course, that takes a while, so I do need them to dry at a decent time so I can get them put away, hence why I use the quick cycle. Just when I thought we were done with winter storm weather, it is supposed to be really cold tonight where I am at. We are in a quote-unquote freeze watch till tomorrow. No rain, just really cold temps for the next couple of days, which I can handle. I just don't like the ice that happens when it rains. So it looks like it'll be another cozy weekend. And see, this is why I don't mind not having a fireplace, because I'd probably realistically only use it 3 or 4 times throughout the year. When we were looking for a house to buy, I am very indecisive about different things that I want, but at least I knew that for sure I could do without a fireplace. The house we were in before this one didn't have one either, so I think that helped with my transition into this house and then with that decision, because when I was little, we had a house with a fireplace, and I used to love when we would put a fire on during a random cold night. I remember thinking that I would want one when I grew up, but turns out I don't mind not having one. got ahead of myself in that last voiceover. Yes, you did see me put the grease filter hood thing from above the stove in my dishwasher. A while back, I was watching a cleaning video and saw a comment that said that they do this. And I thought, wow, that's a great idea because those things are so hard to clean. I've tried the baking soda and Dawn dish soap and vinegar. Not together, I don't think. But man, you have to let them soak for a while in boiling hot water. Literally boil the water on the stove and then pour it into the kitchen sink. But mine were so bad, I let them soak. And then you have to scrub your little heart out. And even after all that scrubbing, I was only making a dent in it, like cleaning it. So I did that a handful of times over time until I saw this comment. And now when I can remember, I try to toss them in when I run a load. I haven't had any issues with it. And I have noticed as time goes on, it does help keep them clean. And I haven't noticed any damage to them. So I'm really glad I came across that comment. And it must have been on a how to clean those things video, because sometimes I just do not have the energy or time to let it sit and then have to scrub. I'm just going to get these counters cleared so I can wipe them down. Today was just a quick wipe down into the trash can because I did not feel like sweeping and mopping this day. I was doing what I was able to get done this day. Sometimes, most times, we just do not have time to do the complete clean of everything. But I did notice the crumbs and food debris scattered along this counter, so I knew I had to get it wiped down. You'll see me leave the bread out here. I think I do this since the toaster is here, but honestly, we don't eat bread like that. I just like to have it just in case for a sandwich or toast or something, which is very rare, probably once a week, maybe. I've been meaning to find a place for it in the pantry. I don't know why I haven't put it in the pantry before. I guess I just don't want to forget about it because if it is out of sight in the pantry, it's out of sight, out of mind. We don't have it and it won't get eaten. area around the stove is so tricky to keep clean because there is a tiny gap on both sides that food can fall through and end up on the floor under the oven, which obviously we're not moving our oven out every day and cleaning it, not even every other week. My next video will be me cleaning under the oven, so stay tuned for that. I have seen those things. They're like little placeholders. Of course, you get them from Amazon, but I mean, you could probably get them from anywhere. I don't know. You stick them between the oven and the counter, and it creates a surface and it prevents food or anything falling between the counter and the oven. I am just against buying anything that I have been okay with not having all this time, all these years. It is so easy to watch a short or a video and see things that you can benefit from, or it's going to make your life easier. And of course, in the moment, you think you want it and you need to buy it. But I've been doing good lately with bringing it back in. And like I said, I've been okay without it all these years. So I will continue to be okay without it. Here is the stain that I'm going to attempt to clean with my Bissell green machine. I am not sure what it is. This is Mike's side of the bed, so it may just be from his head or something, like the oils that we all have on our head, in our hair. As you can see, the stain isn't that bad. This is the first time I've tried to clean it, so let's see how it goes. Just realized the stain does not look that bad at all on video. It looks worse in person, so the camera isn't doing it justice, and that is why I wanted to clean it. But man, this took so long. It was taking longer than it should have, in my opinion. And then the end result wasn't even that good, as you will see here shortly. Somehow, I think it made it worse. Spoiler alert if I said that too early. Also, the green machine started leaking from the bottom while I was doing this, so I don't know if that had something to do with the end result. I've used this machine multiple times. Mike has even used it for his car and it works really well. I have not had time to troubleshoot what is wrong with it and why it is leaking, so I haven't even used it since. As you can see, it is barely even sucking up the water slash cleaner I sprayed, because what you do in this machine, you put, part water, part the Bissell cleaning solution. Once again, it may have something to do with the machine leaking, which I didn't even notice at this time. So I just went ahead and vacuumed up what I could and what was cooperating with the hose, and just had to leave it, in turn leaving the headboard a little marked up, kind of like a stain. And like I mentioned earlier, maybe even looking worse than what it looked like before. But it is not the end of the world, but I was a little bummed out that this didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I may just have to leave my headboard alone from now on and just stick to vacuuming it and lint rolling it, because it does get really dusty. Just making the bed and leaving the mattress positioned away from the wet spot so it can dry, hopefully. And then next, going to vacuum my room because it had been a few days, so why not? My son's got his Pokemon pillow in here. It is So soft. He also has a Spider-Man one. My sister-in-law bought him one for Christmas 2024 and for Christmas 2025. I don't even mind that he's got all these pillows because they are so soft and comfy to sleep with, and he loves them. That reminds me, I do need to wash the covers on them. I've washed them before and they were fine in the washing machine. I just think that you cannot wash the actual pillow in the machine, and that's why they make the covers come off so easily, because we've got another body pillow that the case does not come off, so I have to literally put the whole pillow in the washing machine. All right, so now on to Christmas. I know it's so weird, but at first I was not going to record this, but then we had gotten a few days into January and I actually found myself having the time, because it is very time consuming to film doing anything, and it is already time consuming taking all of the decor down. So I did not want to stress myself out, and I thought it would take multiple days. Well, you'll see here shortly, it kind of does. I also did not film putting everything up when Christmas first started, so maybe that was another reason I decided to film taking everything down. As you can see, my tree is not aesthetically pleasing, but I just wanted color. Don't get me wrong, I love the plain rose gold and silver. I think it's so pretty, and that is what our first tree was in our last house. But I got tired of it after a couple of years. It was just starting to look so plain to me, so I decided to do color for the last couple of years. I actually would like to get another tree, not sure if it will happen or not, but then that one can be my rose gold and silver one and no color. And then obviously I'll find another place to put it in the house. I just love all the random ornaments I can put on here without the restrictions to color. It's so fun to add different ones. I've got a couple of picture frames and some characters. To me, it's just so fun and different. I'm also able to put the ornaments that my kids make at school and then they can bring home, because with the rose gold and silver, I was still putting them on the tree, but then you kind of had this random red ornament in the middle of all these nice rose gold and silver ornaments. So I think that was another reason I decided to go this route, so I can display all my kids' ornaments to, well, the ones that they make, because I bought them their own little 4-foot trees. And then to those, I add ornaments of a certain character that they were into that year. And so it kind of builds up their ornament collection. Just getting these lights wrapped up. I think I ended up putting 3 sets on this tree. The tree is not that tall. I think it's a 6.5-foot tree or 7. I'd like to get a taller one, but I mean, it's not like this one is falling apart, so we don't need it. That's why I mentioned in my last voiceover, we will see what happens if I do decide to get another tree. This is actually a new spot for the tree. We've done the hallway outside the stairs in the corner right in front of the kitchen sink, and now here. I really like it here, and I think this year, 2026, we will put it here again. It is out of the way, and this corner leaves a lot of space for the gifts as well. The other spaces we've had it in didn't leave much space for gifts. Not like we're buying so many gifts for ourselves or each other. It's just in total, my family and Mike's family combined, and that's just immediate family, like nieces, nephews, cousins. They all total out to about 75 people total. So that's a lot of gifts if you're buying at least one for each person. This is one of the bigger bins I have for Christmas stuff, but mainly Christmas tree stuff. As you can see, I am just wrapping anything that may be delicate in either single or double plastic bags because it kind of creates a cushion when you add either 1, 2, or 3. And I do not have any of that special paper that delicate stuff gets wrapped in, but this works for me. I'm just using what I have. Next, I'm gonna start taking the ornaments and decor off of my little one's tree and get all of this packed away as well. At this point, I was just in a hurry to get everything down and get the house back to normal until next December. liked this string of tinsel, the blue stuff you see me carrying. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I found it at Dollar Tree, of course, and it works really well for my kids' small trees they have. I did have to buy 2 for each tree, but they were the perfect size for the 4-foot trees, because you'd probably have to buy a lot more if you were wanting to cover a normal size Christmas tree. Correction, I am seeing that I only took off 1 string of that blue tinsel, so I guess I only had to buy 1 for each tree. When my box that the Christmas tree originally came in started falling apart, as they do, I had to look into another solution to store the tree, and I decided on a tree bag. I ordered this one online from Kohl's one year after Christmas, and it was actually on sale. I didn't spend that much on it. It was not even $20. It was way less than that. But man, I had no idea how huge it was. I knew I must have read the dimensions wrong, but whatever, it's what I had to work with. I guess it was meant for huge trees, but as you can see, mine is not. It actually works out because I end up putting my son's tree in here as well, and I was able to toss the box to his tree, and that freed up some space in the garage because the red tree bag, I store that in our coat closet because there's just nowhere to put it in the garage. Just giving this area a good sweep, and then I am going to Swiffer. It is amazing how much mess these trees leave behind. We used to get real trees when I was little, and man, the mess it leaves. It is just so much. And I think you're not able to vacuum the needles up, so we had to pick them up by hand very carefully or sweep them up. And we had carpet, so yes, the sweeping was a difficult task. Remember how I mentioned I did not want this task to take multiple days? Well, it did in fact take multiple days now that I'm thinking about it. I got all of Christmas down within a span of 3 days. It didn't take total 72 hours. I got that first round of decor down when I put up my Valentine's decor. That was one day. And then the second round was taking down the trees in the living room. And now here is round 3/day 3. This is my oldest little 4-foot tree. I am doing it out here in the hallway because I didn't want to film in his room. But yeah, I got him that same tinsel garland from Dollar Tree, but just all silver since he already has these red snowflakes. I couldn't really do any other colors, and plus the tree is white. So to me, all the decor does need to come together in some way. Dollar Tree had some green ones, gold ones, and of course the blue that you saw on the other tree. But I just didn't like the way any of those would look here. So the only one that I did like was the silver. So that's what I got. Here, I'm just getting all the ornaments wrapped up and into this red box. I've had this box for years. I think I have another one, and I actually have a green one that's a lot bigger. I think I put ornaments in there as well. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It's not that big, but it works for storage for his ornaments for his tree, so that's what I have found it useful for. I had already put the red tree bag up and away in our coat closet, so I am keeping this tree's box. That was the original plan anyways. That red tree bag is so big, but honestly, I didn't want to stuff another tree in there, so this one will be okay in the garage. If you made it this far, thank you so much for being here and for coming along with me to clean and get more of Christmas put away. I hope this video gave you some motivation. And I hope you have a great day, night, week, weekend, or whenever you are watching this. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I will see you next time.